Welcome back to Fire Princess Reviews. I'm Fire Princess Lily here to tell you about comics, cartoons, and other awesome nerdship. So, what happened this week? Where are all the videos? Well, I had a feeling of listlessness this entire week, plus some weird scheduling on their end, for their other employees, kind of made it a little hard to make videos that I felt I wanted to put out. You're still going to get those videos, more or less. They just get pushed on to the next videos for those particular titles. So, that time I got reincarnated as a slime, SSSS Gridman, those are just going to get longer episodes next week. Hopefully next week. Probably next week. So there's that. But we are going to talk about Zombieland Saga today, so I hope you're ready for another episode review as we review 2 episodes of Zombieland Saga. And it's actually the last review of Zombieland Saga for this season, this year, maybe ever again. Surely hope not ever again, because, well, we'll talk about that. Now, of course, as always, if you haven't watched these episodes, you need to go check them out. Go check them out, go watch them, because some cool stuff happens. We're going to be spoiling a whole lot throughout this video, and maybe that's what you're here for, the spoilers, just get it totally out of the way. But if you're here because you like watching these after you watch the episode, or you've watched the episode and you like watching these for my take, then definitely go do that, because spoilers as mentioned. Now, episode 12, 11, and 12 are the last 2 episodes of the season. I'm saying season because I'm just goddamn hopeful. So, yeah. That's what it is. So let's talk about that. Starting with, and it's going to be a little different this time because, well, we're going to talk a little bit about the series as a whole, too. Like, sort of a conclusion sort of thing. So, episode 11 is called One of a Kind Saga. Now, it, of course, takes place after No Zombie, No Saga, starting right after Sakura has made a faithful reuniting with Truck Senpai, and she loses her entire memory of being a zombie, and it is super fucking sad. We find out all about Sakura's life, how she has tried to do just everything. She was trying to be a good student. She wanted to, do the relay races in school, and no matter what she tried, she just failed. Like, things would happen. Bad luck would just fucking swoop in and beat her ass. Like, every year she tried to partake in the relays, she would twist or pull a muscle in her leg. Same muscle. Like, and just doing, like, the parade, which is walking. So it's just like, that's fucking weird. Try to be a good student, get into, like, a really prestigious high school, and on the way to the test, she runs into, like, 3 different old ladies who need help. And so she doesn't get to the test on time, or, well, she gets to the test just barely on time, but because of the situation, she's so frazzled, she flunks the test. Like, things just progressively keep happening that's, like, every time she puts in an effort, it backfires on her, so she decides, hey, fuck it, I'm gonna be a neat. I'm just gonna hang out, eat tater chips, and, like, not try, because trying doesn't produce any results. Now, of course, before all that, I explained to her that she's dead, that she's a zombie, and it's really interesting because we've kind of already known all along that she knew of I when she was alive, because I was in Iron Frills. And so she's just, like, super impressed that Ai's there and that she's talking to Ai, because she really likes Ai as a person, as an idol. And, of course, Ai explains, you're a zombie. Don't worry, I'm a zombie too. And you're a part of our idol group called Fran Show Show. And at first, Sakura is very, happy, like, for all of, like, 2 minutes. She's like, I did it. I became an idol one way or another. And then she remembers back on her life, like, every time she tries something, bad things happen. So, no point in trying. And that's kind of episode 11, is just her being depressed about her life and her misfortune. It ends with Gotaro learning the situation, finding Sakura and being like, hey, it doesn't matter if you don't have what it takes, if I have what it takes, and so long as I have what it takes, you can succeed. I'm never, ever giving up on you. We find out in the next episode why that is. So he basically drags Sakura back to the zombie compound and forces her to be a part of Fran Shoujo, which we as the viewer know is good for her, but also like, something, I don't know, guy, maybe respect her wishes a little bit. She's not just like basing this off nothing. Everything in her life has totally gone absolutely wrong, and she's worried about bringing down the rest of the group, even if she can't remember them. Right? So that brings us into episode 12, which is called Good Morning Again, Saga. And it's a tough one. It really, really is. Just like, because Sakura still doesn't remember anything. Kotaro's like doing his best. He's like greeting them and like, good morning! Trying to do as much as he can. Ohio! Like, whole nine. And he's not getting through to her. She's sitting there in practices, not doing anything, just watching them. Understanding that she knows the steps, like she remembers the steps for the dances, but she still doesn't want to, bring them down. That's still her fear, is that they should just go on stage without her because they will do better without her than with her because she has terrible luck. Throughout the entire thing, they're trying to get Sakura to remember, them and all the cool adventures they've had. And nobody is trying harder than the legendary Tei Yamada. She can't speak, obviously, but she's doing her damnedest. She's like bringing Sakura, like news about their stuff. She's like crowing like a rooster. She's doing everything in her power as a zombie who can't actually communicate to Sakura that she belongs and is a part of the team. It kind of really makes me, like, this episode made me cry, like, many times, because just how sad Tei gets, to the point of where they actually believe Tei to be crying when Sakura actually separates herself from the rest of the girls. Like, they really try everything. Saki talks to her, Ai talks to her, Juko talks to her, like, and it comes down to Tei basically breaking into that room and dragging Sakura down to the practice hall to, like, show her, like, remember, we did these steps. You're the one who showed me, like, especially, she can't speak. Like, you're the one who showed me how to do these. Like, remember me, because, she really cares for Sakura a whole lot. It's like, throughout the entire show, you think that maybe Tei is only kind of there, but she's really with it. And it's kind of interesting. Whether that's her personality from her old life, or that's a new personality that after time is going to kind of like work into her via the other girls, she really does care, and I really, really appreciated that. And the rest of the girls basically, talk about how Sakura is the one who, like, got them this far, how she's always been, like the driving force of their group, and Sakura's like, look, it doesn't matter, I don't remember any of this, so just go on stage without me, it's okay. You should, live your dreams and not worry about the bad luck that I could possibly bring to destroy your show. And that's when Yuri gives another famous slap to the face, and she's like, look, you are performing with us. Regardless of anything, you're going on stage with us. And yeah, that's selfish of me to say, but I would rather fail a show with you than have a good show without you. You are our important friend, etc. Blah, blah, blah. And so Sakura agrees to do it, because the girls really get behind her, like, come on, we all die. We all have bad luck. It's not just you that have bad luck. We're going to get through this. It's going to be amazing. Just pop in my neck. So, Sakura practices. She does the dance perfect. And they're like, oh, yay, muscle memory. And then the mirror cracks, right? And she's like, see? My bad luck is showing through. And then Saki punches the mirror. She's like, oh, look at that. The mirror's cracked. Like, she's like, we don't care about this, right? We are here for each other, and we're going to have a good show. So the day of the show comes up, and there's going to be like a massive snowstorm, so, oh, bad luck. Fans are never going to show through the massive snowstorm. But all their fans do show up. They, like, wait out through the cold. The biker gang girls are like, the cold's not so bad anyway, you know, whatever. If you're tough. All the old people show up from the second episode. Of course, there are two weird fans definitely show up. Lily's Poppy shows up. And it's just a really strong showing to show how important the girls are to their fans. Like, it's really good. They do have like a small meet and greet where they're passing out posters. And two fans approach Sakura while she's going through like her depressed, I'm so broken, I'm so terrible phase. They're like, your singing and dancing gives us energy. We love you so much, number one. So, we get a little bit of a flashback of Kotaro. He actually appears to have known Sakura in life and maybe organized this whole thing just for her. It's kind of up in the air. Hopefully there will be a second season, and I think there will be, to kind of dive further into that, and we'll see how it goes. I really enjoy that, and it paints his character in a completely different light. So, the show begins, and they're doing their thing, they're dancing, and the snow is happening, and suddenly there's a big, like, creaky noise, and it sort of shakes Sakura up. But the other girls keep thinking, sure, it's okay, we're just going to keep going, it doesn't matter what that noise is or what that could possibly mean, let's just keep doing the show. And they keep doing the show, and then part of the roof falls in, and they keep doing the show, and then, like, the whole, not the whole roof, but, like, their stage collapses, everything, and the music's out, but Kotaro's there, and he's, like, clapping, like, a steady rhythm, and so the other girls start singing their parts, and they all pause because it gets to Sakura's part. And she's like, and she basically realizes that it doesn't matter how bad her luck is getting or is, that they're never going to give up on her, and she shouldn't give up on them. And so she does the damn thing. Like, and she gets all her memories as a zombie back, and yay, happy freaking endings. I love them, right? So the reason, there's a lot of reasons I think there's going to be a season 2, but it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. So of course, if you, for some reason, are at this point and you didn't see that part, and you want to go and double check on that cliffhanger, it's actually after all the credits, which they have 2 songs in this episode, and they're both great. Like, the last song is, like, I feel a super fucking queer anthem. Like, I'm claiming it. It's, like, all about being yourself, looking forward to the future you that you will be by doing that, and letting your flag fly. Those are all fucking gay things to fucking say, okay? Just letting you know. It's not necessarily a gay anthem, okay? It's not necessarily a queer anthem. It just feels that way to me, alright? And that's what I'm holding on to for me. If it didn't feel that way to you, that's fine. Alright? As always, not everything is interpreted the same way for everybody. So I do want to get that before you start banging away at your keyboard to tell me how wrong I am. It's cool if you didn't feel that way, but I felt that way. So, there we go. But the cliffhanger ending is the 2 reporters that have kind of been following the girls in their office, and they're comparing pictures of Frank Shosho to Junko, Lily, and I in life, and they're like, what does this mean? Doesn't add up. So that's how it ends, which is one of the reasons I believe we're going to get a season 2. So here's something. There's like a lot of other reasons I believe that's getting a season 2. One, it is one of the most watched shows currently in Japan. 2, because of this, or maybe not because of this, maybe it's just a weird coincidence, not only has Drive-In Tori had an increase in sales, but the Saga prefecture is getting more tourism, which is really the entire point of Frank Shosho's mission. It was to save Saga, and it looks like they're doing it. Like, that's incredible that this thing, this anime, has transcended being just a silly cartoon or a silly animated series, and to actually have a real world impact. Like, say whatever you want about whatever, but the LGBT community, the anime LGBT community in Japan, is really loving Lily, and they are like praising her. And maybe that's not like necessarily a reason it would get a season 2, but this show is breaking grounds in a whole lot of ways that I don't think that they were expecting it to. So I'm hoping for a season 2, especially since we still have questions at the end. So yeah, there's that. That's Zombieland Saga. We finished it. Woo! And I'm hoping for a second season. Super hopeful. What are we going to talk about? The next video, the main video, I'm going to talk about Dragon Ball Z, or just Dragon Ball in general. Just tune in and find out. But until then, I'm Fire Princess Lily, and you should love cartoons, love comics, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!